This is Greg Larson coming to you from the scene of the Harvester's most recent bloodbath, which authorities say took place around 8:14 a.m. The high-resolution video you're about to see was obtained by a local conservationist who had a stationary wildlife camera set up on this trail, giving police their first glimpse at the killer. A young female jogger is seen here being attacked and brutally murdered at the hands of the man the media has named the Harvester. This footage is the only lead authorities currently have on this vicious killer, whose acts have been terrorizing the local community and surrounding areas for 3 weeks now. At this point, all anyone really knows is that the Harvester is still out there.
We were able to find out that the most recent victim was a Julie Cannon, a 24-year-old from the Swansboro area. Although police still refuse to give us any information involving the Harvester or his victims, we have been able to gain access to some of the local community.
All right, Kenny, mic'd up. You got those audio levels?
Yeah, we're good.
Okay, let's get up here and see if we can get these guys to talk, okay? Excuse me, detectives. Excuse me.
Look, Larson, I already told you. The department's not having us comment on this one until after we catch a guy.
Come on, Frank, just one question.
I got a deal for you. I'll give you an exclusive after we catch him.
It's only gonna take a second.
Fine.
Okay. All right, Kenny, can you get us framed up real quick?
Yeah.
Here we go, we're rolling. Okay, and here we go. We're here with Detective Frank Sands of the JPD. Detective, what can you tell us about the case at this time?
No comment.
Just forget it, forget it. You getting this? Get that.
Yeah, I'm getting it.
These forests, once alive with the sounds of hikers, campers, and outdoorsmen, are now all but empty, the silence serving as a stark reminder of the Harvester's wrath. Our cameras met up with one man unfortunate enough to discover the gruesome handiwork of this ruthless killer. I'm now standing with Onslow County wildlife conservationist Bruce Hall, whose footage you've just seen may have broken this 3-week case wide open. Is that correct, Mr. Hall?
That's right. I've deployed remote sensing cameras out in these woods to monitor a flock of migrating wild turkeys, hoping to do a documentary on them. I just put them out like I do every other time.
But this time was different, wasn't it, Mr. Hall?
That's right.
Explain what you discovered when you came to collect your camera this morning. Mr. Hall?
I just came down this path like I do every other day. I noticed that there was leaf litter and pine needles displaced. There was some spots of blood. When I came around the corner, she was lying there.
Horrifying, I would imagine.
Yes, there's blood everywhere.
And what were your first instincts? What did you do after you realized what you were looking at?
I ran back to the truck to get my cell phone, call the police. I did what anybody would do. Microtus spizella. It's pretty rare.
All right, Mr. Hall, we appreciate your time. Good luck with the turkey thing. Thanks for being with us. Led us to Harriet Sutton, the 43-year-old woman who located and reported the second victim to be killed on Friday the 13th. Well, Ms. Sutton, I understand that you made the initial 911 call and report at dispatch after finding Sarah Shoup's body.
Yeah, it was pretty gruesome. That poor girl was tore up to pieces. Looked like a pack of coyotes got to her.
And unfortunately now we know that that is not the case.
Oh, yeah? Well, I'm just saying, When I walked up to her, I couldn't believe someone could have done something like that to another human being.
A point on which most people would agree.
Well, I was just in the kitchen washing some dishes when I thought I heard a woman scream.
What's going on, buddy? What do you hear?
First, I didn't think nothing of it, but then I heard again, and I remember my neighbors were out of town, so I grabbed my shotgun, and I went outside to investigate, and my dog was going nuts. So I figured he must have heard it too. Then I unleashed Mac, and we went off into the woods. We was walking for a while, but I ain't heard no more screaming since the porch, so I figured maybe I was going the wrong way, and that's when I saw her. She was all tore up. I knew there was no helping her, so I just ran back to the house and phoned the police.
This is 911 dispatch. Please state your emergency.
Yes, sir. I just found a dead girl in my woods.
Okay, now are you sure she's not breathing?
Yes, sir. I'm positive. She's all tore up.
Ma'am, are you calling from your home?
I surely am.
Okay, police and emergency vehicles are on the way, ma'am. Just stay calm until they arrive.
How do you feel to know something so horrific could happen a mere few hundred yards from your home?
Well, it's strange. Nothing really ever happens around here except for Edna over there ovulating every once in a while.
Well, Miss Sutton, we appreciate you taking your time to talk with us.
Not a problem. You guys want some beer?
Hey, we got time for beer, Kenny? When Joe and Martha Arbers moved here 12 years ago, it was just them and their animals. But when they found the mutilated body of a young man on their property, they knew then that they were no longer alone.
Morning.
Hey, babe.
I guess it was about 10 days ago, but it feels like a week.
Well, I'm sure it was a traumatic time for you and your husband. Can you explain how everything happened?
I just came down in the morning to feed the animals like I always do. And as I was feeding the goats, I noticed that our youngest baby, Jimmy Legs, was missing. It's not like a baby to leave its mama, so I went looking for him. I figured he had got lost and separated back in the woods, or maybe that a wolf had got him. So I went back looking in the woods. But as I got closer, I started to see some blood.
Jimmy?
As I got up closer,
Jimmy?
at the end of the blood trail, I just screamed.
I didn't even know she left. Then I heard her holler over there, and I just took out as fast as I could to get over there and see what was going on. I saw the blood, and after the scream, I thought she was hurt. So, my head was all over the place. And after I got there, I made sure she was all right, and I looked down in the hole there, and that's when I saw him.
There was blood everywhere.
I don't think she did, but I knew it was the killer right away.
And seeing him was terrible enough, but then I looked up.
I just don't know how anyone could do this. I mean, that goat was just a baby.
As the toll of victims mounted, an increasing sense of fear surged through this once peaceful rural community. Even though the police were doing all they could, many worried that there was no stopping the violent predator in their midst. However, some chose not to wait for the harvester's next move and instead decided to take matters into their own hands.
Well, officially, I guess we started up the group about, 3 weeks ago when the killings first started. But you could say we've been preparing for this our whole lives.
Yeah, the three of us have over 30 years of combined hunting and tracking experience. I mean, we're highly trained professionals.
Now, what did I tell you about going singing our praises?
Now listen here, Dale. I ain't bragging nothing. I just don't want no youngsters to be looking on the television, seeing doing what we do, grabbing their weapons and hightailing it towards the woods.
All right, guys, there's no need for argument here. I'm sure we can all agree that kids shouldn't be running around in the woods with guns, am I right?
Exactly.
No, you're right.
Okay, Earl, how about you? What do you feel your purpose is in all of this? Okay.
Yeah, he don't talk much.
And why is that?
Well, see, the thing is, boy was about 9, 10 years old. He got the crazy notion to run around the woods with some antlers tied to his head.
In the middle of buck season, mind you.
See, the thing is, he took a round through the throat.
Earl, show him the sky.
All right, well, why don't you guys tell me what you've discovered on your hunting expedition so far?
Well, technically, we haven't found any evidence that the killer has been this side of the area, but Woods is telling us everything we need to know.
Yeah. I mean, like I said before, our combined experience and knowledge really comes into play here. Stay close, city boy.
Jed and I here, we're expert hunters, have years of tracking experience. And Earl, he's the best damn tracker this side of the Mississippi, I tell you what.
Most definitely. You know when people say if you lose one sense, all your others are heightened?
Hey, Jed, move quick, Earl's onto something.
Oh. Well, that's definitely the case for old Earl here.
What do you got there, Earl?
He might have lost his voice, but he could smell the dingleberries off a whitetail from 5 miles away, let me tell you.
These deers was spooked.
Now, why is it you three felt the need for your services? Why is it exactly that you do it?
Well, I think I speak for all of us when I say we're just here to do it for the people of the local community.
Definitely. We have a duty to our local people, and if the police can't protect us, then it's up to us to provide a pretty good contingency.
Yeah, plus, we just want to catch that SOB, hang his head on my living room wall.
I thought you said we could hang him on my wall.
Oh, now wait just 1 minute. I never said you could have the head.
Oh, yes you did.
Now,
I remember.
Well, why would I say something?
Well, there you have it, folks. 3 private, highly trained civilian citizens helping their community the best way they know how from this unascertainable murderer. After weeks of terror and investigations, authorities reveal that they can only guess as to the harvester's motives.
I know this is the first time that we publicly released anything official, but I assure you our intentions were to avoid widespread panic and to keep the killer on track so that we could apprehend him. Our criminal analysts and profilers working the case have noticed a pattern. Using a map of the area and the markers of the 5 crime scenes on record that began Friday, October 13th. The 5 points we have on record so far have been Angola Swamp, Holly Ridge, Swansboro, Jacksonville, and Richlands. They appear to be forming a star or pentagram shape. But to complete the design, he needs one more point in which we believe to be somewhere in a 10-mile radius of Maysville. We have coordinated with the Maysville Police Department and currently have units canvassing the area. We promise to do everything within our power to have the offender in custody before he takes his next and what we believe to be his final victim. For those residing in the Maysville area, we encourage you to remain in your homes for the next 24 hours or until we apprehend the offender of these gruesome crimes. Please, if you see a white male wearing a black hooded sweatshirt or anything else suspicious, report it to the JPD emergency hotline at 910-555-1497. Thank you.
So, yeah, I'm still kind of a rookie, This is only my my 3rd case as a homicide detective, but they say that you're still a rookie until you get until you solved your 3rd case. So, by that definition, I'm still a rookie, but that's okay because this is my 3rd case, and once I've solved it, I won't be a rookie anymore because it doesn't matter that I'm not considered a veteran yet. I'm with them every step of the way because, like I said. Just like what we're doing right now. We're gaining ground. We're gaining ground because we're canvassing this area. And what's happening is the Chief Fields, the map that he showed at the press conference the other day, said that this is the area, this area right here that we're canvassing, is the area that the killer, the person that's been killing all these people, the one that making all these people dead, he's most likely going to find his next victim somewhere in this area. So we're canvassing the area right now, and the only clue that we've got to go on so far is the fact that he's got a black hooded sweatshirt. And unfortunately, we've seen lots of people with white sweatshirts, blue sweatshirts, green sweatshirts, but nobody running around with a black hooded sweatshirt. What the hell? Hey, yeah, we're gonna get this guy. This guy's the guy. Yeah, come on. We're gonna get this. Stop, please. Stop. I'm telling you, you need to stop. Don't do it. Don't do it. I'll shoot. Roll on your stomach. Put your hands. Let's shoot. Why'd you shoot me? Look, guy, you're looking mighty suspicious. Why didn't you stop? Come on. What's this? What's this? What is this crap? Come on. You're supposed to stop. This is my third case. I could be a veteran after this. Come on. Just roll on your stomach, please. Please, just roll on your stomach. Look. All you had to do was stop. This case is almost solved. This case is almost solved. Come on. So we really didn't see anything out there, so we're just gonna stop off here at the burger joint and get some stuff. I mean, who knows? The killer, he might work here. If I could get a number 2 classic double, just a normal size. I'm trying to watch my weight. If I could get a Coke with that, please.
You want a Diet Coke?
Yeah, you know what? That would be good. That would be really good.
Will that be all?
Yes, ma'am. Okay, thank you very much. I'll see you in a minute. How you doing, ma'am? Thank you very much. I appreciate this very much. Thank you. Did you want some fries? What we need to do is just keep looking, because we can't quit. We gotta stop this guy, because he's making people dead, and people don't like being dead. I know I don't. I haven't been dead yet, but I'm sure I won't like it. Oh, Waffle House. And now we gotta wait for these people. Great. You're keeping me from my killer people. Come on, get across the road. So anyways.
Hey, Kenny, check that audio. I'm about mic'd up here.
The audio's fine, but the tape's almost full.
So put another tape in.
The tape's for the van.
So go back to the van and get a tape, Kenny.
All right, I'm going to the van.
Okay. Harvesters now claim 5 victims. Police are predicting he'll strike again in this area. Mr. Flannery has announced he will pursue litigation against the JPD after being shot by Detective Baker yesterday.